Hello everyone, you are watching Beauty Goes Digital Live, and this is episode 10. We have been together for 10 amazing weeks, and I am just beyond grateful that you have tuned in week after week as we go through this series to break down what it means to become an influencer in the beauty industry specifically. So my name is Nicole, and I am so beyond passionate about helping beauty influencers create content, partner with brands, and earn a consistent income. And here on Facebook and Instagram and on my blog, I talk about ways to become a beauty influencer, grow, partner with brands, and I give you a lot of tools to make that happen. Today, we are going to talk about the 4 keys to becoming a successful beauty influencer. So if you're new around these parts, you don't know that every week I write show notes for each episode, and yes, you can grab my show notes for free. All you have to do is click the link somewhere around this video, and also you can find them at beautygoesdigital.com/episode 10. That's the number 10, the number 1, the number 0. And for any of the episodes, you can grab your show notes. I do these every single week and print them out, scribble all over them, make a binder, get them, the coil binding, even at Staples. You can do something like that. I've seen people on Instagram tagging me in their posts, so I'm super grateful to you. And if you're watching, tell me where you're tuning in from. Tell me the name of your beauty blog. Shout out your Instagram page below so we can show you some love. All right, y'all, let's get started today. 4 keys to becoming a successful influencer. And what you'll notice about this episode, I'm just going to go ahead and say it up front, that I'm not going to talk about how to get more followers. I'm not going to talk about you need a whole bunch of numbers on YouTube. I'm not going to tell you need a really expensive camera or, the super most expensive state-of-the-art editing software. We're not talking about any of that. First, becoming successful really doesn't depend on any of that. I mean, yes, that's a part of your journey, and those are the tools that you'll eventually need to invest in as you're building your business, but success really goes a lot deeper than that, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so I want you also to stay until the end because I have an announcement. It's our 10-week anniversary. Can we do a 10-week anniversary? I don't know, but 10 weeks is a long time to watch somebody on the Instagrams and and the internet. So stay to the end because I'm going to make an announcement. First key to success is define success. What does success mean to you? Does success mean you are using your platforms to earn a full-time income? Hey, Diana, so grateful for you. Does success mean that you are rocking out at your corporate 9-to-5 job and bringing in a second stream of income through your content platforms? Or does success mean you are a hairstylist or a makeup artist or an esthetician or a manicurist, and you use your blog as a way for you to partner with salon professional brands or travel to beauty conventions and expos and be the featured stylist for that day? Like, what does success mean for you? There's no one size fits all approach when it comes to what is success. And so I think that if you get very, very clear on that, and also just what are your intentions here? Why do you want to become a beauty influencer? If your goal is to get free products and to be Instagram famous, that's going to get old real quick. And I know that's not proper grammar, but that's going to get old real quick. You have to go deeper. And speaking of that, I want you to start thinking of the purpose behind your content. Do you desire to help women feel more confident in themselves because they're taking better care of their skin? Do you desire to work with a charity to partner, and help them do hairstyling for women who wouldn't otherwise be able to afford it? Or, teen girls who are going to prom, from disadvantaged communities. I mean, you can go there with your content and with your platform, because you will have a platform, just like we expect celebrities to use their voice for good. When you have 10,000 followers, what are you going to say to them? How are you going to nurture and just really shepherd over that community that you've built? So start thinking about that. That's really, really important when it comes to success, because you can make a lot of money, you can have a lot of followers, you can have a lot of subscribers, you can have a lot of brand deals. And if deep down inside it doesn't resonate with, why you were put on this earth or a deeper purpose, that's not going to be fulfilling for very long. We've all had a job that we, went to where we didn't really like our job, but it paid the bills, so we stayed. And trust me, when you have been doing this for a long time, it's so many curl creams that you can see. It's only so many red lipsticks that you can try. Everybody's got a skin cream. Everybody's got, the new hottest, best skin mask in beauty. And truthfully, you'll feel like some of it is the same thing over and over and over again. So what's going to keep you in this business, and what is going to drive you to do it with passion and purpose? All right. Can I get some hearts? Or, type in the number 1 if you're ready to go at this. Define your own version of success and do it with passion and purpose. Yes. All right, so that was number 1. And again, if you're just joining us, I write notes for each episode. So here are the notes for today, and I want you to grab these. Okay, number 2, when it comes to defining success, you've got to learn the platforms. Here's the thing. You are producing content on platforms that you don't own. Okay, it's not the same as you go and buy a house and now you own that house. And if you want to put aluminum siding up, if you want to get marble countertops, if you want to redo the bathroom, you can do whatever you want to. It's your house. You own it. You don't own Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Are people still tweeting? I guess they're still tweeting. These platforms, you are at the mercy of what the platform decides to do that day. We all had a big fit when Instagram changed that algorithm, right? And even today, we are still finding that it's a challenge to get organic reach. Facebook just announced that the news feed is going to be separated into 2 separate feeds. You're going to have your feed with all your friends' posts and ads, and then you're going to have a feed with all the brand pages in it. So if you want to get in that main feed, you're going to have to pay for an ad. So again, any minute, Mark Zuckerberg and them, depending on what side of the bed they wake up on, they can make these decisions. So you need to study the industry of social networking as a whole. And in your show notes today, I give you the name of 12 news sources that I read on the regular. And what I do is I program them into my Feedly app. And again, all of this is in your show notes. I program them into the app, and every morning I can just scroll. It aggregates all the content. And I have a lot. I have a lot in my Feedly, but I have one tab specifically for social media. And so I'm reading Mashable, I'm reading Adweek, I'm reading Digiday, I'm reading TechCrunch, and I can stay on top of what these platforms are doing. If you're approaching this as a business, you have to just spend time understanding these really big companies that have a direct, not an indirect, not kind of a direct impact on the content and the work that you're doing, okay? And really, you'll find it quite fascinating To be honest, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I am a social media news like nerd, y'all. I geek out on hearing the updates and all the changes. And, you know, yesterday, Instagram rolled out the 2-person Instagram live. And I love staying on top of news like that. And when you know what's coming down the pipeline or what they're testing, Instagram has a blog, Facebook has a blog, and you can go on there and learn what they're testing, what they're rolling out in beta, and then you can use that to pitch to brands and charge them a premium for it because you're the first influencer who has come to them with this really innovative new idea, okay? So stay on top of what's happening with the platforms, all right, y'all? All right, number 3. Now, you might get on me for this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. You know I keep it real around these parts. Don't come up in here if you got thin skin. No, I'm just playing with you. But number 3, you're going to have to really invest. Hey, Kimberly Joy. You're going to have to invest in your personal care routines. Yes, I said it. And no, it's not a vanity ploy. It's not a trick, you know, to, you know, make you go and spend a whole bunch of money on hair treatments and all that stuff. What I'm trying to really articulate is that if you are going to get paid for hair care reviews and get paid for makeup reviews, you need to invest in professional treatments for your hair and your skin. Take it from me. I was a beauty editor for 3 years and an influencer for 2 years after that. You try a lot of different products like all these brands are going to be sending you, and your skin is going to react. It's only a matter of time. You're talking about makeup primers, lotions, eye creams, serums, sunscreens, foundations. The list goes on, and a lot of different companies have just a lot of different chemicals in these products. That's just the nature of what it is. It's a cosmetic product, and all of that on your skin over time, you're going to have something that you're going to react to. So I want you to have an amazing dermatologist on standby, and I want you to make your visits to your dermatologist just like you do to your dentist. I'm not a medical doctor. Here's my disclaimer. Don't call me. Don't sue me. I'm sorry if something happened to you, but that's my little, you know, fast disclaimer that they put at the end of those commercials. But you need a great dermatologist. Work with a professional licensed esthetician. Go get your facials, your microdermabrasion, like things like that, treatments. Understand how that affects your skin, because when you're under all these lights right now, I got 3 huge lights, boom, 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 and I mean, it's gonna show, you know, if you're not taking care of your skin. I'll just put it that way. Same thing with your hair. A lot of bloggers like to do the DIY route when it comes to hair care. No, cut it, stop it, no more. You need to work with a professional who's going to help you groom and nurture and grow and take care of the best head of hair that you can possibly grow, again, because it's a part of your business. If you're going to be a beauty influencer. Here's a parallel. If you're a food blogger and you bake, you cook, you fry, you skilletize. I don't know if that's a word. Use a skillet and cook it, whatever. You crock potting. You're a food blogger. You are not going to use your IKEA plates from college to plate all the food and take a picture. Are you going to do that? No, you're going to get gorgeous plates. The plates are kind of like the foundation of where the food goes on. It makes it look really nice. So in this case, the plate is your face. All right, friends, you absolutely want that foundation that you're putting, like the food on. If you're a food blogger, you're putting the makeup on your skin. You want the foundation of, good skincare to be a regular for you. Okay, give me some hearts here if you feel what I'm saying. I'm not trying to, be get you to be vain or anything. I'm just telling you the truth because I've tried so many beauty products. I have reactions. If your skin doesn't clear up in about a week or so, you're going to need to take it a step further, but you have to invest in these types of things and think about these types of things because, again, this is a part of your beauty influencer business. Okay, friends? Are you still with me there? Okay. Last step, number 4. So number 1, what did we talk about? Number 1 was define what success means to you. Number 2, learn the platforms. Number 3, invest in your personal care, skincare, hair care routines. And the last one is going to be invest in time and education. You have to invest in your beauty influencer business. The first investment is going to be time. It takes a lot of time to produce amazing content. Just like a nurse goes to her 9 to 5 or, the director of finance goes to his 9 to 5. If you're in this wanting it to be your full time, you're going to have to slowly work your way up to investing a lot of time in your beauty influencer business. If you have a 9 to 5 right now, your nights and weekends need to be spent creating content. A few episodes back, I talked about a content schedule that I recommend if you have a 9 to 5, where you can ease into it, where you can plan in the evenings, where you can do the bulk of your content writing, filming, blogging, picturing. Again, that's not a word either, picturing. Photography. On the weekends, and you're able to just push and schedule that content out throughout the week. But you got to invest your time. That is definitely a part of what all successful beauty influencers do. And then that second investment is education. I mean, again, just to use the example of being a nurse, since we talked about that. Hey, Carmen. Hey, Nika. So grateful for you today. But if you were going to nursing school, like you're in class, you're studying, you're taking tests, you're doing, projects, you're going into the doctor's office or the hospital, you're investing in the learning of the art of being a nurse. And so if you want to be a content creator, you need to invest in all of the skills that make up the art of being a content creator. Photography, copywriting, video editing, voiceovers, even, doing these Facebook Live. Sometimes I'll notice that when I get home in the evening, I have a sore throat. And so even for me, that's definitely on my bucket list within the next 90 days or so to take voice lessons. I want to be able to articulate and speak and just, am I doing my inflections right? Do I need to do some vocal warm-ups? Me. But, I'm sure that professional broadcasters have to go through, vocal training, media training, all of that. So I say that to say all the components that make up you being a full-time or a part-time beauty influencer who earns an income from your platforms. Invest in being the best, knowing all you need to know, researching the platforms, researching your art form. And I'm going to say this, being on Instagram and going on other people's YouTube channels and spending 2-3 hours watching other YouTube channels, that's not research. That's not the investing in education that I'm speaking of. Yes, you need to be aware of what's happening in the industry and the different kind of partnerships maybe that your peers are doing. But when you say, I'm just going on YouTube to do some research for this video I want to film, don't do that. I remember listening to the Oprah podcast, Making Oprah podcast, and she talked about in those early years when they were filming the Oprah Winfrey Show and a lot of other talk show hosts started popping up, the Ricky Lakes and the Montel Williams. I was about to say Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. Okay, wrong Montel. But Oprah said that they had on blinders. They weren't watching other people's shows. They weren't thinking about who other people had on as guests. They weren't looking at all the ratings that would come out and all the reports and all the well, I don't know if there were blogs, but all the news reports on who's talking about who on other people's shows. She said, no, we were too busy focusing on our own show, that we wanted to be the best. So I cordially invite you to put on blinders and focus on your content, your message, your vision, your strategy, your pictures, your hairstyles, your makeup review. Invest in your education. If you want to be a makeup blogger, it's okay to take a professional makeup class. I know Sam Fine does a class. Tiana Robinson does a class. And, I don't know if they let bloggers into, their enrollment. It's more targeted toward pro makeup artists. But do the research anyway. Maybe they have an online version that you can purchase where there might not be necessarily those prerequisites. But you have to be learning and learning and learning. And I say this with love. There are too many influencers out here for you to sleep on yourself. If you think you're just going to you're just going to sign up for an Instagram page and you're just going to, go on Google one day and buy a domain, or GoDaddy and buy a domain name, and boom, you're going to have 10, 20, 30,000 followers, and brands are going to be paying you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for one Instagram post. You got another thing coming. It's going to take a lot of work, effort, hard work, a little bit of virtual elbow grease. I say, hey, Rachel, so proud of you. I love you, sis. Rachel and I went to first grade together. That was my best friend in first grade. So we go way back. I'm so proud of you too, Rachel. She has an awesome platform. Y'all go check her out. Rachel Wilson over on Instagram. Rachel, type in your Instagram and website below. So I say all that to say, invest in yourself. There's a lot of influencers out here, and the game is changing. It used to be, yes, of course, you could just hop on YouTube and have the shower curtain in the background and, film something on your little point and shoot camera and put it up on, social media. But now there's so many influencers that the best of the best are the ones who are getting those brand deals. And the influencers who are investing in education and learning and community and sharpening their skills, developing their resources, approaching all opportunities as though they are business opportunities. Those are the influencers who are going to have a sustained business that is scalable and successful on your own terms. Yes, give me some hearts, or type in a number 1 if you feel me. So I'm going to answer any questions. I actually don't see any questions. I was looking at the comments rolling as we were going, so I hope I didn't scare y'all off. Y'all like, ooh, she's preaching today. Let me I'm swipe off today. That's all right. I still love you, and the replay is here. You'll come back and watch it, I know. But grab your show notes, y'all. I write notes for every episode. Thank you for the hearts, Rachel. You're so sweet. Thank you. So I write show notes and I upload these, and it literally takes 2 seconds. I try to make the form really clean. There's no ads, there's none of that. All you have to do is literally push the button and it's in your inbox within 2 minutes. And I want to say that I am launching a course for beauty influencers. So you all have been with me for 10 weeks, and I know you can tell that I'm so passionate about this world. We also have a free Facebook group, beautyinfluencerlounge.com. You can type that in. It'll take you right to the right place. But we are so excited about this new course that's coming out. Thank you, Nika. Nika, also, you type in, girl, you type in your, what is it? Mama made it. One handy mama. That's what it is. Nika is, let me tell you, Nika is the most creative woman I've ever seen. Y'all, I never forget when Armand posted on Facebook that you built an island in the kitchen. and that backsplash. But she is so creative, y'all, and she has 3 beautiful babies, twin girls, and she's just a mom who's making it happen. Love you, sis. So again, we are launching a course for beauty influencers, and it's coming like super soon. So please stay out on the lookout. As we are going into the launch, there will be a free class. I'm doing a 90-minute webinar. It's a workshop. I want you there online, totally free, and you will be able to download a workbook. Yes, you'll be able to download a whole workbook. So you know I love giving you all resources, and you're going to get a workbook where you can actually write in. So you'll want to print it out, come to the workshop, write in your responses, and use it to build your influencer business, y'all. So I don't see any questions. Nika, you're so sweet. Love you too, hon. I don't see any questions today. What time is it? 1:27. Girl, I am getting good at this. We always end right at 1:30, and so grateful. It's been a learning curve for sure. You know, doing Facebook Live, you know, it can be a little intimidating. It can be a lot in the beginning, but I think we're getting there, y'all. But I wouldn't have been able to get it, you know, kind of structured the way I want to if I didn't just start and get out there and practice and give you all some really good content. So that's all I got today, friends. Come on over to the Facebook group. We're going to continue talking there. You all can always email me, NicoleMelton@meltondigital.com. I'll make sure to get back to you. I love you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.